The whole thing was carried out like a script in a movie. Tade Ogidan, who was alleged to have beaten his wife, Yewande, to stupor last week, has finally come out to state the truth of the matter. In his claim, he said the initial report of her wife was not true, meaning, the mother of her 3 kids, her better half, is a liar. Well, the other day, K-Solo's wife went to the media with the tales of his husband beating her blue-black. When the story became unmanageable, the 2 estranged couple then, concertedly, started the damage control runs, saying all sort of lies to cover up their devilish act. Today, it's no longer news that K-Solo did virtually all the things he was accused of by his ex. Couple of weeks later, they finally divorce. On Mr. Ogidan, the prolific filmmaker, he said, "I just got back to Lagos from a trip abroad. It was Friday night in London that my phone started to ring off the hook with the news of this publication. Anyone who knows me near well enough or even well enough will know that I can never hit a woman. It just can't happen. If anyone ever upset me, I simply walk away or take a drive. A friend of my woman whom they've been in rivalry from school days did that to mess her up. I only arrived to start to get a fairly clear gist of how this came to be." Yewande didn't post the document. In fact, she's been inconsolable since this publication. She has been crying endlessly. She's lost for what to do. Can someone see how well this script is being well interpreted? The wife called Stella Dimoko when the story became public consumption that she had an accident and hit her head on airbag. "I am just knowing now that airbags now have iron tucked inside them." Well, Ogidan continued with the concluding part of the story. "Hear him, Yewande is like a tomboy. She can play rough. We were all in my office, the day after Children's Day. I have been quite busy at work because of the reality show we are working on. That means I am not home every day. Our major location is far along the Ajaxis, far from my home. Yewande and the kids came to spend time with me in the office. When it was late, no neighbor, and their attempts to get the gen working, failed. She was ready to go home with the kids. My little 5-year-old girl was screaming that she didn't want to leave yet. Her mother insisted. The little girl ran into my office and shut the door to prevent her mom from taking her. I told Yewande to give her time. You know how mothers can be with their kids. She insisted that they should leave as she didn't want to drive late. I blocked the door so she can give the girl a reprieve. She was playfully pulling me off the door. She does things like that all the time. She lost her grip and staggered into that 3-seater wrought iron chair in the open office. She obviously hit the ridge of her nose on the steel arm of that chair. The cut was managed. She models and had obviously taken a photo of her face, for posterity, something to laugh at another time. One of her old school friends, with whom she's had rivalry from school days, stole the photo from another friend of hers and went viral with the damaging story. The obvious intention is to mess her up. Sadly, one is caught in the firing line. This has created such a stress for her, our family, my workers, my friends, and most especially me. You can imagine me having to spend time to explain this to everyone who knows me and finds this strange. Painfully for me, there are just so many people that I can attempt to explain this to. She was quite worried that she's been running all over to ask how to manage this. Before I got back from the trip, she gave an explanation to another friend of hers to publish on the site that first sent out the false story. Everybody is trying to manage her, so she won't affect her health from the outcome of this. That is what happened. I have never hit a woman, and I just can't. I counsel people who have issues and they respect me greatly for the wisdom I bring to the table. People in and outside this society hold me in high regard. I am always mindful of anything I do anywhere. This is a major distraction for me as I spend quality time to explain the situation to all who reach out to me, from all over the world.